Today on Chesapeake Shores, we talk about a family reunion. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes. Hello, AfterBuzzers. Welcome back to AfterBuzz TV. Back to Chesapeake Shores After Show. We are here doing Season 1, Episode 2, Home to Roost, Part 1. So there's more family drama happening. Very excited to talk about this episode. I'm your host, Marisa Serafini. You can follow me on Twitter at SeraphiniTV, and you can follow my co-host.
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel. And I'm launching my blog soon. It's catslipstickla.com, so go to the website and sign up for my email list.
And I'm Maddison Hill. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at MaddisonHill93 with 2 Ds.
This is just a
Very
such a fun
peaceful.
song.
I'm having
I feel
a good
very
afternoon.
It was a great way to start the episode, and definitely a great way to start our after show, Home to Roost Part 1.
Ooh.
Overall, what were your quick thoughts? Renee, let's start with you.
I loved this episode because I feel like it was so happy. However, there was drama. There was definitely drama towards the end, and little seeds in the middle of the episode. However, it was pretty happy, and I'm just so nervous because I feel like all the seeds they're planting is going to lead to a lot of problems.
I was going to say, I feel the exact same way. I feel like we got a taste of a lot of plot lines and a lot of things that are going to happen. And so your brain just starts going. So I think this was a really good episode.
I like this because I think in the first 2 episodes, or like the first 2 hours that we had with our pilot, we really got a sense of who each character was, and it was the introduction and whatnot. But now that we know who everyone is, everything's established, it's now how they fit with each other. And I definitely saw some tension with some people and some happiness with others, and you can definitely tell which siblings get along with which better, and which siblings get along with which parent better. We'll definitely find more as we, all the episodes unfold, but I'm really excited to talk about this one. Let's just get into it. We'll start with Megan. The mother, Megan, she comes back. What did you think of her coming back to the house, filled with the family, wanting to knock on the door, because she's not the most welcome, or at least she feels like she's not the most welcome.
Yeah, I mean, she seems like such a sweet woman. I just feel so bad because it's so uncomfortable right now. Like, I mean, depending on which relationship we're talking about with her, but in general, the atmosphere is a little awkward with her right now. And I want her to fit in. I do think that we got a little bit of a taste of how she left, because we did hear her talking to a kid about leaving and about taking them with her, so I really want to learn more about that, because I think we're just hearing one side of the story and I want to hear her side.
Yeah, I think we definitely got a little taste, and you could feel a little more empathy for her when she, that awkwardness of not knowing to go in, knowing to knock. That was kind of weird, and then her son was like, "What are you doing? Just come on in." And I think after that it was kind of like, but then seeing the family pictures, it kind of dredges up all those feelings. So I think kind of getting to meet her, I started to empathize with her more, and it wasn't so much as the mom that left. It's like, okay, there's definitely so much more. She still cares, she still wants to be there. It's just a little challenging right now.
Yeah, and it's definitely must be in a terrible position to be put in, especially being invited. What we learned from actually the brother, or was it the father? It's one of those two. Sorry. I think actually, now that I think about it, I think it was the father who also invited the mother back. But it's a terrible position to be in, because you want to be there, but you know that you're going to cause you're opening up a can of worms.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel horrible for anyone who has been put in that situation, but you can definitely feel and emote with her, because you can tell she was struggling. She didn't know whether she should knock on the door. She didn't know how to exactly behave with certain children. And
I really liked seeing her with Gran. I think that kind of helped a lot, ease a lot of the tension, at least for the kids maybe. Seeing her, Gran, really embrace her, I really liked seeing that a lot.
I love the moment with her and Grandma Nell outside, when she actually does genuinely thank her for always being there and taking care of the children and pretty much raising them.
I know. I think I mean, Gran's such a sweet woman. I feel like she'd welcome anyone into her life, and their relationship, I love their dynamic, and I didn't expect that dynamic between the two. I mean, again, Gran, very friendly woman, very loving, but they're much closer than I imagined.
I agree, because I thought the exact same thing, because it seemed like Grandma Nell didn't have any ill will towards the mother.
Right.
And you think she might actually resent a mother for leaving her children, her being a mother as well. It didn't seem like that was the case.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad it didn't get awkward between them.
Right.
Because we
Me
kind of
too.
need these women to get along
Yes.
so the children can get along
Yes.
with them. But I thought that was very sweet. And during that moment, we also find out that Megan actually knows what Nell's condition is as well. And we don't know
But we still don't know.
We have no idea.
know. But it also begs the question: how long, and how long has this medical condition between Nell been pre-existing? More so,
And maybe they've been
Nell knew
communicating
about
too.
it, or like
yeah.
Megan knew about it. I don't know.
I don't like
I'm
it. It means
worried.
it's not good.
Yeah, especially their interaction, her being like, "Are you okay?" And then she kind of dodges the question, then be like, "Oh, how are you?"
And then casually fixes a golf cart like no
Yeah,
big deal.
like I couldn't do that.
Good on Nell. Woman power. Also, we had that quick moment where Nell's calling and she's trying to find out her own test results, but she couldn't even get the answers.
I know.
Which was also just frustrating because the audience is trying to get answers
Yeah,
as well.
just to
And she
tease
didn't leave a
us.
message.
I know.
No.
Grant, we need to know what's wrong with you, please.
Yeah. And if you're that concerned and that, I don't want to say desperate, but like if you really need to know, if it's that serious, you would leave a message and be like, "Hey, I need to know."
But it's like she doesn't want people to know that she's concerned. So that I feel like that's why she doesn't want to leave the message. She doesn't want to leave any trails that can lead back to her about any sickness.
It's also kind of like knowing the test results makes it that much more real. Like I would probably avoid that phone call as well because it's just scary. Whatever that test is, it's clearly serious.
Not blood sugar.
No, I don't think it's blood sugar.
It's something more. We'll find out, hopefully, eventually. But I like Megan coming back. And I think she'll definitely add, because you saw those quick moments with her and a certain daughter
Yeah.
and whatnot. Let's start with Jess. When Jess is trying to
most-
avoid her in the morning.
Oh my gosh. It's just uncomfortable. Like, it's so awkward watching Jess try to avoid the mom and then the mom trying to, like, trying to figure out how to go about the situation while they're staying together also. So uncomfortable.
But
You gotta sneak out.
yeah, and it Jess kind of reveals why she's struggling so much. She's the youngest, she had the least amount of time. So that I do understand. Whereas like the other kids had a little time to cope. I feel like she really didn't.
Yeah.
Most of her life was just an upheaval. You know, the dad wasn't there, the mom wasn't there. It was just kind of, she got the worst end of the stick.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think because of her youth and whatnot, she doesn't know exactly how to deal with it properly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, clearly.
And she's still trying to figure it out, but because she had that really awkward moment with, the mother in the street, like when you left. Terrible. And then also when Nell's just trying to ask her, like, what was she dreaming? Because apparently that was something she used to do when they were kids and whatnot. And she's like, no, you lost your... But trying to get the exact line. But I don't need a mother. You lost a chance when you walked out of my life.
Ooh.
I will say
Ooh.
that mom makes a mean bed. And I wish that I had her in my house to make my bed like that because it was like so nice.
That's all it would take for you to forgive.
I
Just
feel like
one nice
you know what?
bed
You've
made.
been gone for years, but this bed looks amazing. Are you staying?
But
All
Jess
forgiven.
destroys it.
I know.
know.
That
There's
was
a lot of
beautifully made
anger.
Bed.
A lot of anger.
Oh, for
A lot
sure.
of anger. Hopefully maybe we'll get some resolve later on. But it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
Also, Bri agrees that it's going to take some time.
But she's more optimistic about it because I think Jess is kind of like, nope, you missed your shot, and Bri's like, it's gonna take time because it's just kind of getting used to this relationship again. But she's not completely like cutting her off. She's not ignoring her, giving her the cold shoulder. She's just trying to let it kind of happen naturally over time.
How awkward was that? But when she like pricked her finger
Yeah.
and then the mom was like, oh, here. And she's like, no. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still a little tense.
Very tense. But I don't want to say this might be a early prediction, but I think Bri will be the closest. Yes. I think Bri will be the closest to the mother.
Oh,
at the end of the
Ooh.
season.
they look the most alike.
Exactly.
There's something
Not
there.
just because I did notice like
Most
the physical appearance. Bri looks the most like the mother, but I think they might have the deeper, more meaningful relationship at the end of the season,
Ooh, I like that
or
prediction.
at the end of whenever they figure it
Yeah.
out there ish.
I like Bri, so I'd be happy about that.
Yeah, I like
I
Bri
like it
too. I think she's gonna stay for the summer. I will say.
Oh, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
She better.
Skip out of that Chicago summer.
Yeah.
Enjoy beautiful Chesapeake Shores.
Yes.
Yeah, that place is gorgeous.
Let's actually talk about that. Mick taking off the summer.
Wow, did not see that coming.
Yeah, me neither,
Really?
but apparently Gran really got to him. Like, she said, 3 sentences, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do this thing. I'm not gonna work this summer. I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna work it. And he is trying in full force. I give him props, because he, now he's dropping everything. He's like, I'm gonna do this right.
That makes me think also that her illness is more serious than leading on.
Ooh.
Because if he's willing, it took something really big for him to stop working. I mean, not raising his kids, anything. Something has to be big for him to really want to embrace all the moments that are happening this summer.
Oof.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's interesting. He's taking the summer off, which kind of opens up the door for the kids. He's like, hey, now that I'm off, you kind of don't have an excuse to not be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bri, you don't have to go back to Chicago. Connor, you don't have to go back to law school after, or stay in New York after you're done with law school.
Right. Get ready for the bar at home, which there's going to be drama with that.
Oh, yeah.
As we
Yes.
saw a
For
little bit.
sure.
But it seems like Mick is trying to make up for his lost time being a father when he should have been there. But do you think there are moments where he's trying too hard, like buying bikes for the twins?
Oh yeah, he's for sure trying too hard, and that's gonna come back to not be good. Because here's the thing with this kind of situation with relationships, you can't try too hard. You try too hard, you're gonna push everyone away.
You can't buy a relationship either.
No, not with bikes, not with too much attention. There needs to be a balance. You need to come in like the mom's doing, way more subtly, just trying new
Tiptoeing
things
in.
out. Exactly. The dad's like, nope, we're doing this. So he needs to chill, and it's gonna.
Yeah, the family picture, wholly awkward.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Awkward moment. But very real, because
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
if
for
you've ever
sure.
taken family photos, because I come from a family of literally 5 kids. There's
Oh my God.
3
Oh, wow.
girls, two boys, just like this family. So I know
so
what
this is
the
super
hectic-
relatable.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
know
I
the
get it.
hectic life of trying to take a photo.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It's crazy.
And it's kind of about the appearance versus what's going on. You have that kind of going on. To the town, they're this amazing, oh, the O'Briens are back together. But really, on the inside, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, all of the family drama
Family
that they
drama.
don't even know about.
Behind closed doors.
Sally.
Yeah.
Sally kind of has some semblance.
Yeah, you can
but
tell.
She doesn't know. She's one of the closest people outside of the family.
I'd like to get to know Sally a little bit more.
I wanted Sally to be dating one of the brothers.
Oh my
but
gosh, me
I don't think that's
too.
happening.
I was waiting for her to be like, oh my gosh, it's you.
Yeah,
It's you.
lock
Either one
eyes.
of them, and then nothing. I was
Nothing.
like, Sally.
Blood
Darn
nose
it.
down.
Darn it. Maybe that could be a potential relationship we see in the future.
Oh, maybe. Her and Connor.
It's not there now, but it might be.
After the
It could
summer.
happen.
Summer lovin'.
Connor's going to be studying for the bar exam at Sally's.
Oh, I like it.
Prediction.
Let's talk about Connor, actually, and the brothers, really, Kevin and Connor, but Connor first. What do you think of Connor? Because we didn't get him in the first 2 hours, but his introduction, he seems like the younger brother, the more annoying brother.
Oh, yeah. I
Yes.
was like, he's annoying. I was so mad when he threw the phone, but then I realized it was a rock.
But-
I wrote down, I'm like, I'd be so pissed. It wasn't the phone. I'm fine.
I
But
would've
who would even play that joke? I'd be so mad.
He
I
does
would've
have
straight
some
up punched him.
He has some great cardigans, though, you guys.
Oh, yeah. Great.
He is
great
rocking
show.
some great cardigans throughout,
I'm into the
throughout the
cardigans.
episode.
He's done other Hallmark shows as well, but definitely the annoying brother that everyone could understand.
Yeah.
Annoying. I hope he's not as annoying as they made him out to be.
Me
He'll
too.
have actual good, sweet moments.
Yeah, so you're not just like, oh, this guy.
Genuine.
Yeah,
whole
this
time.
guy. I was like, Connor, you don't have to stay. No, you can stay in New York.
Don't study here, go study away.
Yeah. But we did get a sweet moment between Connor and Nell. Lemon bars.
Yeah. Man.
So he
Graham
might
does
have a
everything.
sensitive
I
side.
know. Yeah, and he's clearly having an internal struggle. We saw he's not really sure if he wants to be a lawyer, but he's already putting in a lot of work. And then Grandma Nell kind of pushes it home like, no, you need to finish what you've already started. Of course, with like a nice long quote lesson that even though we're not taking the bar, we can all relate to.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Grandma Nell, okay, you're right.
I do love that she also said, you're going to take the bar and then figure it out. She wasn't like, nope, this is the life you've chosen. Like, you have to do this and this and this. She just wants him to finish what he started. And then after, make the decision you want.
Right.
Decide. I think that was so good. And I think it was the best because it was coming from Nell.
Oh, yeah. Everything's
Like,
better
if it
when
was
comes
from a
Nell.
sibling, I don't think Connor would have listened that much because I feel like Connor is the hardest person to get through to.
Right.
Yeah.
And Nell is the perfect person to do that.
Right.
Yeah, she has all of the words of wisdom.
Yes, I feel like if it came from Mick, it would have been a totally different reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been like the dad forcing himself into the business, you know, and so I think it was the perfect
Yeah.
way to bring that up into the storyline.
No, I
with
totally
Grandma
agree.
Nell.
And I also think that if he did that, it would be the whole, like, wanting reverse psychology thing where he would say one thing and then be like, well, I'm going to do the other. I'm going to quit right now.
Backfire.
I hope not. I hope not. I hope Connor has like some, maturity to
yeah.
actually see through. I mean, law school is hard.
Yeah, I'm surprised he is in law school out of all of the characters we've met.
And he didn't make it sound. He didn't make it sound like it was that difficult. I mean, he's like,
know.
oh yeah, I mean, I study, but like, it's not that bad.
It's boring.
Yeah.
It's hard to get through. I don't know. I want to see more on-screen time with this character
Oh,
just
yeah,
because
Definitely.
just the first episode, I don't want to make total judgments of who this character
yeah.
is.
Watch next episode. He's gonna be
So-
the sweetest, most genuine
I
character.
know.
We're all gonna be like, we love Connor.
yeah, we're so going to love him later on. I bet we will.
I know.
But
We'll like love to hate him now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But love to love him later.
Exactly.
He'll grow on us, hopefully. But let's talk about Kevin. Love him.
Yeah, but
we talked.
Really?
We think
We
Kevin's
think
going to
so.
die.
yeah.
We're like 99% sure that Kevin's totally going to die.
With the dog tag interaction, when she was like, "Why is this around your dog tag?" She's like, "Are you getting that close?" As soon as that happened, I was
We're
like,
like, he's gone. We both
He's
wrote
done.
down, I think he's going to
"Dead.
die.
Army brother going to die."
I just said he's going to die under Kevin. Yeah, because it's going to, especially like all of the interactions we've had with Kevin this episode have been those memories they set up for us to have later of him like, oh my gosh, he was so great and nice and such a good brother and he was hot. Like, it just sets up for a very traumatic death.
Family favorite at the end. Oh, that would be horrible.
Right? That's what I'm
know.
telling you. They did that on purpose.
And that's the family drama.
Yeah, he's
Shoot.
gonna die. I don't know if Graham will for a while, but he's definitely gonna die like in the next few episodes.
Yep.
That's terrible because now that I'm thinking about it, it wouldn't be that far-fetched either. Because we did learn I love this scene between Kevin and Abby, the brother-sister
Yes.
moment where we find out that Kevin was baptized. So, I mean, when you add sacraments into it, shoot, you're
Yeah.
just like icing on the cake. More
Yeah,
so.
the if I don't come back, he kept
Yeah,
stressing
don't
that.
want
Right.
the family to worry about him.
You're
Take
gonna
care
die,
of
Kevin.
yourself.
You're gonna die, and they're all gonna be like, "Oh, we need to take care of ourselves." Kevin would have wanted that. I hate that, but it's gonna
It's
happen.
going to. I feel it.
Me too. I feel like he's already gone.
Like he wanted to give her those last words
Yeah.
to find comfort.
Closure
agree.
already in the first episode. We
I
really
know.
have it?
I hate it. I love him so much. I love his character, and I so want him to stay. Not just because he's beautiful, but because I wanted to get to know his character more, and I'd love to see a romance with him and potentially Sally. But like, he's gone, guys.
Okay. I don't want to say he's gonna die, but I want to say that something actually will happen to him.
Okay, so
That
maybe
will
injured.
that will cause drama, enough drama for the family to worry about him from afar.
True. I would love
But
for
I
him to
don't
go
want it
missing and then come back. So they think he's dead, but he's not.
And then he comes back at the season finale.
Yeah, I'd love that.
This
Please.
just sounds like an episode of Army Wives.
I know. We're really turning up ideas here.
We're like writing the episodes as we
Yeah.
go. But I love the moment between Kevin and Abby because it felt so real. Like
yeah.
I actually believe them as brother and sister and how they would, bond in that way. And it just reminded me of, I don't know if you guys ever watched NBC's Parenthood, Adam and Sarah. Oh,
I know,
so
sorry.
good.
We're
Watch
both like,
that show. That show had a brother sister relationship that was like so real, so
Okay.
on point, and I felt like this could be our show
Oh,
of
that
that
comparable.
dynamic.
Ooh.
Oh, I did. It was really sweet. I really liked that moment.
That was the only, I think, sister-brother moment we really got in the episode. Like, when they're all together, you know, it kind of just felt separate. You didn't really get a good feel of the relationships, other than the fact that Connor's the annoying brother and the sisters, we know their relationship. But Kevin, I didn't see him really interact with the other sisters.
No, not really. I mean,
He was there for such a short amount of time.
And they didn't get to say goodbye.
well, they were supposed to have their breakfast in the morning, which everyone just kind of skipped out on.
They all set the table. And, like, Abby was, like straightening out everything. Like, guys, just eat at the table. We worked hard.
Who leaves croissants? Not me.
Right? Oh, my gosh, never. Like, do you have any extras?
Yes. We learned a lot about everyone's personality just from the breakfast that didn't happen.
That's
know.
true. That's
is
a good
true.
point.
Because we had Abby reset the tables because it shows that she might be a perfectionist or just loves working and like fixing people's problems.
Can't relax. Can't sit still.
Yeah, she's a problem fixer. We had Bri setting the table and whatnot. She actually gave orders to Connor to go pick up donuts and whatnot. So Bri's kind of there. But then we also had Jess, who was also that fun aunt youth, climbing on counters. Yeah. So my life every single day. Short people problems.
Seriously, I feel ya.
But
I don't know what that's like.
you wouldn't. But we did learn a little bit more about Jess, too, because we learned that she's not really taking care of herself properly.
Right.
Like, she's not doing her laundry. She's not asking Mick to help take care of the B&B, which she wants to launch early now.
Way early.
2 months early.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Which backfires.
Oh, yeah.
Backfires a little bit. But it shows that she's very ambitious, but she doesn't really take the time to actually get to her goals yet.
Yeah.
She just kind of like
It's a very
jumps.
younger sibling thing. I have a younger sibling, so I can say.
Or just someone who's young, who's,
Yeah.
I don't want to say completely naive, but doesn't exactly know the proper steps on how to get to something.
She's definitely a bit naive, for sure. I think she needs to go through life a little bit to kind of figure out who she is and kind of how she doesn't really get how to be an adult yet. I don't think I really count her as an adult in the family yet.
Aren't we all still trying to figure out how to be an adult?
Young adult. We'll say young adult.
Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better.
There we go. But let's talk about the B&B opening, though. Everyone's kind of rushing, putting this thing together, and Jess during that whole street walking with Bri, that was funny.
My gosh. Yeah.
She's like, let's choose this. No, let's not. Let's choose this. No, let's not. So it shows that she's trying to make decisions, but
can't.
Yeah, she can't. She's not fully there yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's so indecisive, and that just shows lack of confidence when people are, like, very indecisive. And because she's probably so not confident about opening up this B&B and wants to do the best, but doesn't know how to do the best, so she's trying to, like, weigh her options, and it's, like, stressful, and her mind is running around in circles.
She's definitely rushing into it, you know.
She rushes into a lot of things. But the actual opening, the day of, the whole family's there trying to put everything together, and the water main breaks. Not good.
Worst case scenario.
Floods the whole place. Awkward.
And
but
like
at
she
least
goes, come back when it's less damp.
But even her speech to the guests there, it was very impromptu, awkward. I loved how Bri was like, next time I'll write you something.
Yeah.
Well, Abby, like, gave her the mic and kind of pushed her up to talk. I would be like, give me 5 minutes.
Abby really tries to kind of push her out of her comfort zone and, like, make her step up to the plate, which I do like. But she's still supportive when Jess doesn't do 110% great.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she was like, oh my God, that speech was awkward. And Abby's like, she kind of mothers her, which I like.
I like Abby.
Yeah. Let's talk about Abby then.
Oh,
Ooh, nice transition.
Abby and Trace. I mean, we learned a lot about Abby in the first 2 hours, but a little bit more in this one. Her and Wes, first we'll talk about her and Wes. Wes comes back to Chesapeake Shores to pick up the girls, driving instead of flying.
Another money thing. Something with the money is totally off.
Another money thing. But we saw at the end of the episode, attorney, did Abby get served?
Right? Yes.
That's what, I mean, that had to have been what happened, right? She reacted. I mean, that was kind of like, this might be the last time I'm going to see my kids for a long time. He got custody for now. That's how it felt. But can I just say, Wes is so annoying and I hate his character. And he, like, every time he talks, I'm like, can you just stop talking and go back to New York? Oh my gosh, I'm so over him. Yeah. Oh, I hate him. Oh, this episode. Last episode, I was kind of like, okay, he's annoying, but whatever. This episode, no, I do not like that guy. He pisses me off.
Madison, do you feel the same way?
Well, obviously I don't like him because he just stole. Okay, how I felt was that he literally just stole the kids, and then now she's like,
Yeah.
now what do I do?
He waited until they were in the car and then gave her the papers and then left.
Drove
Yeah.
off.
What a
Yeah.
jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the manner in which it was dealt with was not the greatest.
Right.
But also, I think, yes, we will see this custody battle.
Oh.
Yes, which we kind of knew. We just didn't know how it was gonna like come about.
Yeah, him just driving away.
Well, attorneys are also now involved now, so it's real.
And Trace kind of tried to come to her rescue when they were fighting.
Oh, that was awkward. I keep saying
It was
awkward, but that was so awkward.
Yeah.
Like, stop, Trace.
Trace, it was a valiant effort, but
Yeah, but
not
it
gonna help.
backfired really bad.
Not gonna help. Let's talk about Trace, shall we?
Okay.
Oh,
We
yes.
learn a little bit more about his mysterious music career that went south.
I need to break the ice. That's not the same dog. I really.
Oh yes.
Elephant in the room.
Oh my gosh. When he was playing fetch, I'm like, did he get a new dog? Is the other dog going to come back? And the dog just never came back. And the whole time, whenever that German Shepherd came in, I'm like, that's not a golden retriever.
Where's the golden retriever?
Yeah. And I noticed that as well, as I'm sure a lot of people did.
That's why we got to say it.
But did you notice he never called the dog by its actual name?
No,
Yeah.
so that's how they're gonna get around it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he's eventually going to have to call his dog. So are they just going to completely change
Well, they're
the
like,
name?
he's just like, come here, boy.
Yeah, but we have a whole season. He's just never going to address his dog by
Well,
his
we
name.
caught you. We caught you,
We
Chesapeake Shores.
noticed.
Yes, we
Wasn't
noticed.
that hard to notice?
Yeah.
But we
They
noticed.
also changed the house. I don't know if you noticed that.
We didn't
Oh,
notice that.
I didn't
don't
notice
think.
that.
Yeah.
But the dog,
But we saw the
obviously.
Yes, the dog was a big red flag. But that's not the biggest issue going on in Trace's life. We get a mysterious phone call. We don't know who from, but we learn that someone has to go into surgery.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was not happy about
And
it.
he destroys his beautiful guitar. So what do you think it is? What do you think happened?
Should we do predictions kind of about that?
My brain
Or
is...
should I wait for the prediction? Oh,
Nice.
I will say I think it has to do with an event. I will say for the predictions, but an event that happened right before. I think he caused pain. I'm going to save it for predictions, but I think he caused pain on someone, and it has to do with his music career and drinking and all that. But I'll save it. I'll be more specific later.
Yeah, me too.
Really? Cool.
See,
You might be on the same level.
him busting his guitar totally threw me off because at first the way he reacted, I was like, oh, I think it's a parent. I think it's his dad because he was like, I don't know. I think there's more with his dad for some reason. I'm just like on this train and I can't get off of it. And then when he destroyed the guitar, it just totally threw me off. So I don't know. Maybe a bandmate, maybe somebody he worked with. I don't know.
Getting close to my prediction. But yes.
But she's not going to tell us
That's all
now.
we learned about his music career, because we also saw the moments between Trace and Abby on the beach. They're trying to open up, or at least Abby's trying to have him open up, but he's still moving around and getting around this question: what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, whatever it was, he's ashamed of it, because typically I feel like the things we don't talk about, we are ashamed of. So that also has to do with my theory. Yeah, I feel so bad for him because he just seems so down. And the only time I see him kind of happy is when he's with Abby.
Well,
Yes.
of course.
Which, like, duh.
True love.
Soulmates.
True love rekindling. But also there was that moment where they were talking, and Abby was like, don't you find it strange that you've been here, but my dad never said that you were here? That would cause complication, but a good complication.
Right. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what to think of that, to be honest.
I wanted to hope,
She did.
be like very hopeful, because even at the conversation at the end of the episode, she's like, if we were ever to be a thing again, it has to go at her pace because she has
Good for
children
her.
involved
Right.
and whatnot. But she's thinking about it.
Oh, she's
Oh,
so... I mean,
I know,
who
that kind
wouldn't?
of threw me off. I
She's
was,
actually considering.
and not really taking it slow. I mean, putting that out there that it's like, okay, I want this to be something, but we have to go on my pace. But still, I mean, we thought it would take a while for them, like, decide that they want to be in a relationship. She knows. She just doesn't know when.
That's the thing. Like, the way she also brought it up kind of sounded like she knows when she said she wasn't going to run again, kind of sounds like it's a forever thing, which I think is a lot of pressure to put on a relationship so new that they haven't even, like, really spoken to each other in years. So we'll see how that goes.
But Trace obviously, I mean, he came to her defense, even
he's
though it was
into it.
awkward.
Most guys
He's
would be
into
like,
it.
that's a lot of pressure, sounds like commitment. But he's like, yeah, I'll wait for you. That's why we love him.
I love you.
Well,
And he's
that's how
back.
much he loves her. But have another chance at them. Ran off on you once, not going to do that again. She
Ooh.
definitely wants it.
For
I
sure.
mean, again,
And
who
We definitely want to
wouldn't want
see
that?
that.
I mean, did you see Trace without a shirt by the water?
Did you hear him
obviously.
singing? Guys.
Yes.
We all want it for Abby, okay?
Yes.
And for us.
Yeah.
We want to watch it more so. Yes, but anything else about this episode?
No,
A lot happened, a lot of setup.
That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of seeds have been planted, and I'm so excited / concerned of how they're all gonna
I'm
come
concerned
about.
for a couple characters' health or like well-being.
Yeah.
Because now we have like 2 possible death predictions, kind of talking like we're thinking. So
Yeah. One more question.
like that.
At the beginning, we're going to go back to Megan for a second, but at the beginning when she's walking through the house and looking at the photos, we hear that voiceover. Who do you think that was? Like, it was a girl, so it was one of the daughters. I want to say it was Abby.
I think it was Abby too.
but it
because
might be
she's-
someone else.
She's the most comfortable with the mom now and seems to not have any resentment really built up. And for me, if it was either Bri or Jess, I mean, they have so much resentment unless they completely forgot that
interaction.
she said that. I feel like it has to be Abby.
I think it's definitely Abby too, because Abby seems the most comfortable with how the mom left. So clearly the mom kept her in the loop and kind of, it sounds like even gave her the option to come with her a little bit. But, you know, when you're young, you don't want to change.
Been gone for 17 years.
Oh my gosh.
Long time.
And we also learned that Abby and Trace broke up 16 years ago, so it was around the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
rough time.
Yeah, that's why Abby left to go to New York, NYU. All right, so that was a fun episode, but let's talk a little news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, Jesse Metcalf actually had a fun article in Men's Fitness in the past week.
No surprise there.
Not surprised. As you can tell, for those who are tuning into the video side of our after show, check out on YouTube, Chesapeake Shores AfterBuzz TV After Show. You can see a fun photo of Jesse Metcalf in
Very fun.
workout session from Men's Fitness. But, you know, Jesse's always been in shape for his roles that we've seen in the last, 15 years from him. But the article actually covers, his workout routine and his regimen and whatnot, and you can actually read it. It's pretty interesting. He does a complete 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps, but bar complex, squats and presses, and tap bar deadlifts, weighted wide grip pull-ups, side planks, and lateral raises.
Well,
Oh
I
my
can't do
gosh.
one pull-up, so the fact that he does multiple sets is already impressive.
I know, and I apparently don't work out enough because I didn't know what a few things on those lists were.
Yeah, and I guess Jesse Metcalf does a lot of his personal stunts in shows and whatnot.
Of course he does.
So if you want a workout regimen and a body like Jesse, go check out Men's Fitness article.
Try it.
Should I try?
Yeah. And then a little bit more exciting things in Jesse Metcalf's life. He got engaged in the past week.
Oh my gosh, in
Happy,
the past
but
week,
then-
happy engagement.
Yeah, so
That kills our chances.
congratulations
happy.
to his longtime
We're very
girlfriend, Cara Santana. Yes, she was sported a 5.5 carat diamond ring.
Girl.
Oh my gosh, girl.
There you
Oh,
go.
he put a ring on it. A
Yeah,
good
he
ring.
did.
A good ring on it.
They've been together for 8 to 10 years now. They've known each other for about 10 years.
Oh,
And
wow. That's actually
finally got
adorable.
Really
engaged.
sweet.
So congratulations to
I'm
the
actually
both of
happy.
them.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes, and then, so enough about Jesse. Let's talk about Barbara Niven. She's going to be on Home and Family, Hallmark Home and Family.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
That's
on
awesome.
August 24th, 2016. We're putting timestamp on this show, but Home and Family is another show on Hallmark Channel that helps promote just about every show, every original series on Hallmark. So go check out her interview. It's always fun. I've been to Home and Family a few times. It's a great time. So definitely check
Cool.
out Barbara Niven. And she also watched our pilot.
Yes.
Yay!
If you're watching now, hello. Thank you
Hello,
for watching.
Barbara. We'd love to have you join us. It would be a
Yes.
fun time. And she really liked our show.
Yay! That's
Yay.
awesome.
Yeah, so thank you, Barbara. Thank you, everyone of this awesome show. It's really fun to watch and
Oh my
really
gosh,
fun to
so
talk
fun.
about. So let's get to predictions then.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay. I told you before we even went live that
did.
I had a
Yes.
huge prediction for Trace, and I feel like we might be on the same wavelength
I feel
here.
like we will
so
too.
I'll say mine. Okay. I think Trace, because we learned he had drinking problems, that he had a drunk driving incident.
Me too. I
what
thought
she
the
said
same
too.
thing.
Yes.
But this is my one concern about it is he's driving.
Yes, we'll see. But also, so I think there was a drunk driving incident with probably one of his bandmates. And they were in the car, and now the bandmate, granted this might have been like 6 months ago, but maybe the bandmate's having like later problems.
I thought the
Now has to go
same
into surgery.
Complications. Maybe, and he's trying to help him. That's why his money's tied up. Oh, wow. We could really just snowball this.
Yeah, but like that sent Trace into a mental spiral.
yeah.
He went back to Chesapeake Shores to try to like get away from it.
Yeah.
Try to maybe deal with it.
And that's why that triggered him breaking his guitar. It definitely had to do with music and the drinking, and now he connects those both, and he doesn't want to really think about music right now because he feels guilty and it's a shame. Like, I 100%, but we didn't even talk about this either. I had the same thing,
I was
like,
way
as a
off,
drunk driving
Drunk
incident.
driving.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't sound that.
Yeah, him breaking the guitar, I think, was like a big moment
Yeah.
that it has to do something with the music. Like something with Nashville music, drinking, something.
I totally agree. Just the sequence of it too, of just him having that phone call, finding out now this guy has to go into surgery, and then getting so mad about that he's breaking guitar because he feels guilty, and the anger is towards the music. So, just saying.
Okay, so that was mine. Do you have any other predictions though?
Just that Kevin's totally gonna die.
I was gonna say. I know.
I
it's
love
sad.
him, but like he's gonna die, guys.
Can you stick around for a few more episodes?
Right?
Can we have like
I know.
one sane brother?
Like maybe some Skype sessions, a little something to feed our soul.
Please.
Madison, how about you?
Well, Kevin, we talked about him, so I'm just gonna go with hopeful love, and that Sally and Connor are gonna strike up a love affair.
What a happy
I
prediction.
know. Ended on a light note.
And I think we'll definitely see more bonding time from
Oh, yes.
the mother to the daughters.
Oh yeah.
Because
Hopefully,
we
with
need a
Jess.
mother-daughter night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please.
Ooh,
that would be a
that'd be
fun
good.
episode.
Yeah.
A really awkward episode, but fun.
We got a sibling bonding night over that bonfire.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe margaritas with mom. That'd be fun.
Margaritas with mom.
But we also
Sounds
need
nice together.
we also
know.
need a father-son bonding time too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like Kevin has a problem with the father always being gone, with Mick being gone, but Connor maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think Connor definitely has his
Connor
issues
doesn't
with his
want to
dad.
stay there.
Mm-mm.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Fun episode. Thank you everyone for
Yes.
tuning in. Definitely check us out on iTunes, YouTube, all that jazz. In the meantime, where can everyone keep following you?
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel. And make sure to check out my blog, Cats Lipstick LA. I'll be launching it soon, so you can put in your email, and I'll let you know when.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Maddison Hill 93 with 2 Ds.
You can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV. You can follow all of us here on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all those fun social media platforms at AfterBuzz TV. Check us out. We're there. Download us on iTunes. Rate, comment, subscribe. Spread the love. This is a brand new show. We're really happy to talk about it, and we might get some guests in the future.
Woo!
Thank you, everyone. We will see you next time.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.